field rolls into turn 3 and 4. It's time to hunt the front. Green flags are in the air. We're underway here at Needmore. Will Harrington with the advantage pulls off of turn number 2. Joseph Joyner settles into the second position. Dalton Cook, Jordy Nipper, and Joseph Brown. Your top 5, that's the way they'll run as they click across on lap number 1. Just a 40-lap feature event to get it done here tonight. Jordy Nipper got an ill-handling race car as he worked off of turn 2. You see the point leader, Josh Putnam trying to close in on both Roberts and Brown. Roberts' race car's got some damage on the right side. Josh Putnam had to get on the binders there, lost some momentum as Brown kind of came down the racetrack, and Ryan Crane's got problems on the back straightaway. The Panama City Cycles 10 car has got a shredded left rear tire.
Already, early on in this one, that tire is shredded bad.
It's exploded the left side of that Panama City Cycles 10 car. 2 laps are scored complete. Will Harrington leads the field through turn 3 and 4. He'll fire. The green flag is in the air, and we are back underway with 38 laps remaining here at Needmore.
Yeah, that was a great start.
Around in front of the field. Heavy contact. Jordy Nipper goes around.
With a lot of left front damage. We're going to catch a replay here. See that good restart there into turns number 1. Nipper into maybe Stephen Roberts there. Got a piece of Nipper. And just a bunch of guys collected.
Yeah, maybe some contact in the right rear from one to go sign this time by. Looks like Jordy Nipper's got the left rear on, and he's ready to go. He'll rejoin the field. He'll tag the tail. Will Harrington leads the field back to green. Green flag is in the air. See if Dalton can get a run. He's got a much better restart this time, and he momentarily has second as they race into turn 1. Cook on the outside of Joyner. Joyner had to back off just a little bit. Here comes Stephen Roberts. The fastest Honeybees put it into 4th, and he's going to go and look up the racetrack over the cushion. Kept it out of the wall, did Joseph Brown. Green flag back out on this field. Dalton Cook had a run, but Will Harrington shut the door. Now we got him 3 wide for 3rd. Cook settles in the 2nd. Roberts went to 3rd, just like you said he might. Down the back straightaway, they are side by side. Stephen Roberts on the inside. Joseph Joyner up the racetrack on the outside. Joyner going to try to cross him over. Can't make it stick. Gives Stephen Roberts the 3rd position, but here comes Joyner. Roberts gives him room. Joyner comes up the racetrack, and he'll retake the 3rd position. That's where he started. He's run as high as 2nd, has now fallen back all the way to 4th, and back up into the 3rd position is Joseph Joyner. Roberts falls back to 4th. Josh Putnam has worked his way up to the 5th running position after starting 9th. Now he slips up the racetrack. This is a tricky Needmore Speedway. Putnam. He almost got into the left rear of Roberts as Roberts, like you said, kind of diamonding off. Roberts running a weird line compared to some of the other cars around him. Maybe that's the experience of Needmore. Battle for the lead in turn 3. Here comes Joyner. Joyner to the inside. They are side by side. Rubbing fenders give Joyner the lead on lap 13. Joyner clears Will Harrington off of turn 2. Harrington going to look back underneath. On the back straightaway into turn 3. Joyner, Harrington, Cook your top 3. Now that Harrington's fallen back to 2nd, every position between Harrington and Putnam is just 2 points apiece. So Putnam trying to close the distance to preserve a point lead.
Just now crossed the halfway point. Our leaders are coming up on some lap traffic. Joseph
Trouble, turn 2,
boy.
Will Harrington. Will Harrington up the racetrack. Problems for your 2nd running. Will Harrington, and a Panama City Cycles caution flag flies here in this one.
We'll have to get a look at this. Helmet coming off. That's not a good sign.
When Joyner fires, the race is on. He does. The green flag is in the air. Here comes Stephen Roberts.
Yeah, Roberts with a good start there. Dalton Cook battles back to the inside. Roberts washes up on the high side a little bit, opens the door for the Juice Man. Juicy in that 2nd position right now. Meanwhile, car number 10, he's hooked up out front.
Yeah, he says, have at it, boys. Dalton, you and Steven race all you want. I'm going to try to get out of here, but Dalton Cook says, not so fast, my friend. Look who just worked their way up into 5th. Jordy Nipper up to 5th and is putting pressure on Josh Putnam for 4th. Told you that one in car's fast.
And it seems to be lap after lap, it kind of shuffles back and forth between those cars, but Dalton Cook is in hot pursuit of your leader out front.
Yeah, Dalton got a little crossways in 3 and 4 the last time, but he was only about one car around. Turn number 2, caution flag will fly.
Looks like it's Russell Brown.
It is. Joyner fires off of turn number 4, and Dalton comes up the racetrack, slows the run of Roberts, who has to give way to both Putnam and Nipper. Nipper kind of slides by, put Roberts back to 5th, Jordy Nipper to 4th, Josh Putnam to 3rd. Here we go, off of turn 4. Joyner's going to continue to lead. Oh, back in the pack, got some cars bouncing around. Bo Slay had the rear tires off the ground on that car, and then he came back down, and everybody able to keep it pointed in the right directions.
Watching him the past couple of laps, he's got an excellent race car here. He kind of likes it rough. And the car's responding well tonight now to the inside of Putnam. Putnam works to the high side, down the back straightaway into turns number 3 and 4. Jordy Nipper will follow him through. Now we're starting to see a little dust. That's the first time we've seen dust in this race. Now Jordy Nipper's going to throw it in hard down there in 1 and 2. Lost a little ground to the 212. Josh Putnam, Jordy Nipper. Here comes Nipper now, once again to the inside. Down the back straightaway, he's got a nose right there. Eases out of the throttle a little bit. Thinks better about it. He'll try it again in 1 and 2. It's a good race.
Yeah, this is the battle here on the racetrack as Joyner's pulled well away, about 2 seconds over Dalton Cook. So the battle for 3rd, Putnam in the 212 and Jordy Nipper in the 1. Joyner will head down the back straightaway. You get a good look at him there at huntthefront.tv. He'll see 5 fingers, this time by 5 laps remaining. Look, is closing in. I'm not sure that he's got enough time, though the lap traffic in front of Joyner is certainly helping. As Joyner goes to the outside of the lap traffic, that's going to slow him down tremendously. 2 laps remaining for Joseph Joyner. Putnam and Nipper still doing battle in turn 4. We'll keep it locked here on your race leader, heading down the back straightaway. Joyner works through turn 3 and 4. He'll come out of turn number 4. White flag is in the air one more time around for Joseph Joyner. Joyner with lap traffic in front of him just has to hit his marks down the back straightaway. He'll work into turn 3 and 4. It's taken 11 races to get it done, but for the first time this season, the Flying Floridian Joseph Joyner wins his first Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series feature event here at Needmore Speedway. Dalton Cook is 2nd, Jordy Nipper 3rd. Here he comes out of the car, your race winner here tonight at Needmore. Give it up for Joseph Joyner. Joseph, you and I have talked many times in Victory Lane this season where you finished 2nd or 3rd. How does it feel to finally get your first Hunt the Front Super Dirt Series feature win?
Man, you have no idea. It gets in your head like, am I ever going to win one of these, you know? And I know we were good tonight. We took off from the beginning and was kind of pacing wheel there. Felt really good, and then we got shuffled back on that restart and got settled back into 3rd. And I knew I run them 2 guys down really quick. And I'm like, yeah, well, if we can get some green runs here, I think we'll be okay. And everything worked out. Good night of racing.
Talk about this tricky racetrack. It looked like if you just hit or missed your mark ever so slightly, it could cost you. How was it to have to run 40 laps just near perfect on that racetrack?
Gosh, there wasn't no near perfect to it. I was all over the place, and like you said, if you missed it just by a little bit, I mean, you could just tell like felt like you just hit the brakes or put it in reverse. But I know all night I was telling these guys, like, I don't know, I feel like I ain't never drove a race car before after hot laps and qualifying, and in the heat race it was okay, but I just couldn't really give nobody any good feedback. I didn't know what the race car was doing. I just couldn't really feel it too well, and I guess I was maybe in the wrong line on the racetrack and just couldn't really tell what I needed to do to make this thing better. But we got on the phone there with Longhorn there with Matt Langston, and he helped us out quite a bit and confirmed some setup things that I thought we needed to do. And you know, it's nice to have them guys to be able to talk to. And the race car is really good there in the feature, and had plenty of dig there, and we're excited for it for sure.
Put me from your perspective. Tell me about how just sizing up Will there as he led early, and then on lap 13 you're able to get by him. Surely that started well before that pass there. Talk me through that.
Yeah, I mean, I knew when we fired off, like I just felt really good, you know, and he didn't go anywhere. He was right there. So anytime you're right there and behind somebody, kind of in a little bit of dirty air, and you can kind of pace them, it's really good. It'd be bad news if you can get in front of him, you know. So I knew if we could just pace him right there and stay close and maybe get to lap traffic or just see mess up somewhere, we could get by. And, you know, we was able to get by there. And, I mean, all night I just run the bottom of 3 and 4 down here, and I just felt like nobody else was down there. Before, and I don't know if they got down there after I got the lead or not, but I just felt like I made all my ground up down here all night long. And we was able to capitalize on it just that little bit. Will was out of the groove there just that little bit, and we was able to slip by. So we'll take it.
You got a lot of people behind you, I'm sure you'd like to thank.
Absolutely. We couldn't do it without Langenfelder Mechanical Contractors. First off, everybody here in the grandstands here tonight on a Friday night. Glad to see everybody here, everybody watching on TV. We really appreciate everyone on there, and everybody that supports us on the YouTube and Patreon and buying T-shirts at the merchandise trailer. It means a lot. And but as far as everybody helps us financially, we got Langenfelder Mechanical Contractors that literally we couldn't do it without their support. And Base Race and Fuel, Trading Paints, Weir's Machine, Gorsuch's Performance, Schoenfeld Headers, SFP Performance Systems there with the oil system stuff, Dirt Track Bank, Dirt Car Lift. The Longhorn here on Bilstein Shocks was really good. Gosh, there's just a whole bunch of people that make this thing go around. And, of course, everybody on the crew, Jonathan and Jesse and Dusty and Jordan, those guys bust their butt all week long. And my wife there with my 2 girls at home, I'm sure they're watching. Appreciate that, my mom and dad. I get emotional, man. I don't know. It's just a lot. And I couldn't do it without everybody's support.
All right, Joseph, congratulations.
Thank you, bud. Thank you, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's your race winner, Joseph Joyner, here in Sub Limited Victory Lane. Dalton, man, what have you guys found the last few weeks? You have just been really good, and I thought you were there maybe going to get your first series win of the year.
Well, I've been forgetting to say, but really Clint Smith and Stacy back at CSR, they came with a new aero package on the body. They doing some wind tunnel testing, and they was getting after pretty hard last week, and they sold me a new kit. I slapped it on, and I feel like it really picked the car up a bunch. So if you want to find some speed, just call Clint and say you need a 44 package aero body, and that's going to do it. But you know, honestly, I want to thank you know, Tracy and Leroy Harris. We're close to Rhett Carter and them. This is kind of where they used to race at, and I just wanted to represent them real well, you know, over here. And it went really good. You know, I had a good race with Joseph, and hate wheel broke, but you know, we had some good restarts there, and I boo-booed up in turn 1 and 2, and he went right on by him like he's supposed to and win the race. So I'm just glad to get a good, you know, points deal. Kind of like right the ship, you know what I'm saying? Like make a little money, you know. So I'm real happy about it, and I want to thank Robert, my dad, and Matt. You know, crewed on it today. You know, we was out here about to melt. You know what I'm saying? It's hot, but my wife, my little boy at the house. Hopefully they come and hang out tomorrow. We can get another good run for them. And I want to thank all the fans. Like I rode by earlier today, and there were some families sitting over here about 3 in the afternoon, just in the straight sun. Ain't no shade, no fans. No portable AC. I mean, they dedicated, and I seen a lot of folks doing all that, and I was like, you know, appreciate y'all, because I'm sitting in the truck in the air, but y'all toughed it out, and I appreciate that. That's dedication. And I want to thank my sponsors, you know, TMT Utilities, Riverside Window and Door, Parker's Towing, CP Diesel, my business, Rap Tech. You know, Clements House Power ran good. OG 17 model XR1. I'm glad I brought it back out and put it together. Like I said, asked me something, I don't know nothing else.
Very well said, Dalton. Well, good luck tomorrow night. We'll see you there.
Thanks, sir. Appreciate y'all. Thank you.
We're going to run right down here with a driver who maybe he's standing over there in sub-limited victory lane if this is a 50-lapper or so. Jordy, man, you may have had the fastest car on the racetrack there at the end.
Yeah, I was pretty good. Just, you know, I got run over there, I guess, lap 2 by the 111 car. I don't know why he keeps running into me, but it spun me out, put me to the tail, and lucky enough, like I had a good enough car. That's why I wished I could have raced up there the whole race where I could kind of see what I had and not have to come from the tail and race so hard, I guess.
Well, Jordy, you sure made it exciting coming through the field. The race car just looked like it could just move anywhere you needed it to.
Yeah, it was really good there. A bit snug, like I kind of needed to be in clean air, but still, like it would get off the corner very well. I just want to say thanks to all these fans for coming out. The good Lord for blessing us. My wife and kids, I wish they were here. I miss them. Got to thank my sponsors, Scotty's Muffler, VP by Scotty's, TNC Diesel, M&S Concrete, WP. Like, man, he helps me a ton on the shock stuff, and like with the race car, just been a blessing. Him and Carson, talked to Carson tonight, like helped me out a ton there for that feature. Central Fence, Mr. Dixon, I love him to death, and just all the little people that help, you know, like Adam, he come here and helped me tonight, and just me and him, we're having a good time trying to have fun.
All right, Jordy, congratulations on third place finish. Thank you for racing with us.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all. Thank you, fans.
All right, that is Jordy Nipper, your third place finisher. Congratulations once again from Sublimited Victory Lane to your race winner, Joseph Joyner, your second place finisher, Dalton Cook, and Jordy Nipper, your third place finisher.